There's something remarkable happening inside your body right now. Every joint, every tendon, every piece of cartilage in your knees, they are in a constant state of repair and renewal. And yet, for millions of people, this repair process slows down or breaks entirely, leading to the grinding ache of knee pain. The simple act of walking becomes uncomfortable. Climbing stairs feels like a negotiation with your own body. And perhaps most frustrating, it often feels like there's no real solution beyond painkillers or surgery. But here's the science-backed truth. Your body is incredibly capable of healing itself, even after decades of wear and tear, if you give it the right materials. In the past decade, research in nutritional biochemistry, joint physiology, and even neuroscience has revealed that certain nutrients, when consumed in very specific forms and combinations, can profoundly accelerate the repair of cartilage, reduce inflammation, and even regenerate collagen inside your joints. And not over months or years, but in some cases, people are reporting noticeable improvements within just days. That brings us to today's topic, a homemade collagen recipe that has helped people experience significant reductions in knee pain in as little as 7 days. Not because it's a hack or a gimmick, but because it aligns directly with the biological processes your joints rely on for repair. Here's why this matters deeply, beyond just comfort. Chronic joint pain doesn't just affect mobility, it affects your brain. Studies from the Journal of Neuroscience show that persistent pain can literally reshape brain circuits involved in mood, motivation, and even memory. The longer joint pain persists, the more it can contribute to fatigue, depression, poor focus, and even accelerated brain aging. That's how deeply interconnected your physical and mental well-being are. But the good news, supported by multiple randomized controlled trials, is that targeted nutritional interventions, like specific forms of collagen peptides combined with key cofactors, can directly modulate the biology of your cartilage, synovial fluid, and connective tissue. They activate fibroblasts, the specialized cells that rebuild collagen, and help dampen the inflammatory cytokines that drive pain and stiffness. In today's video, we'll go deep into the science behind this process, and I'll break down the exact components of this simple homemade recipe. But more importantly, we'll explore why this works, what's happening inside your body when you consume these ingredients, and how you can begin to apply this knowledge today, safely, effectively, and sustainably. Here's what we'll cover. The surprising truth about why cartilage breaks down and why collagen supplements often fail, the key role of collagen peptides and the science behind their rapid absorption, the 3 cofactors your body absolutely needs to build new collagen, VitaminC, Glycine, and Proline, the role of inflammation and how certain foods either fuel or calm your joint pain, a simple homemade recipe that leverages these insights to deliver rapid relief, the behavioral protocols that help lock in these gains and protect your knees long term. Each of these points is grounded in current peer-reviewed science, and together they offer a practical path forward for anyone looking to reclaim mobility, strength, and confidence in their knees. When people think of joint pain, particularly knee pain, most imagine it's the result of simple wear and tear, like an old machine gradually rusting or grinding itself down. But the reality is far more dynamic and far more hopeful. Your knee cartilage is not just a passive material wearing away with time. It's living tissue, composed primarily of collagen, proteoglycans in water, designed to absorb impact and allow smooth movement. But unlike many tissues in your body, cartilage has a very limited blood supply. This means that the cells responsible for maintaining it, the chondrocytes, depend heavily on the surrounding synovial fluid and the nutrients you consume to maintain their health. Now, here's where the breakdown begins. Modern research, including findings from the Journal of Orthopedic Research in Arthritis and Rheumatology, has shown that cartilage degradation isn't simply the result of age or mechanical stress, Instead, chronic low-grade inflammation, oxidative stress, and imbalances in collagen turnover play leading roles. Inflammation triggers the release of enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs. These enzymes degrade the collagen network in cartilage, essentially breaking apart the scaffolding that maintains joint integrity. Simultaneously, oxidative stress from poor diet, sedentary lifestyle, or chronic illness damages the chondrocyte's ability to produce new collagen effectively. Over time, this imbalance creates what many experience as stiffness, reduced range of motion, and eventually pain. This brings us to an important question. If the problem is collagen breakdown, why not simply take collagen supplements? This is where much of the public and even some healthcare advice gets it wrong. Most over-the-counter collagen supplements are poorly absorbed. Whole collagen proteins are large and structurally complex. Your digestive system struggles to break them down efficiently, meaning very little of that collagen actually reaches your joints in a usable form. In fact, studies like those published in Nutrients 2019 and Current Medical Research and Opinion 2012 demonstrate that hydrolyzed collagen peptides, a form of collagen that's been broken down into smaller bioactive fragments, are far more effective. These peptides are small enough to be absorbed into the bloodstream, cross into joint tissues, and directly stimulate fibroblasts and chondrocytes to produce new collagen. But even with highly bioavailable collagen peptides, supplementation alone isn't enough. Your body needs the full biochemical toolkit to rebuild collagen. That means not just collagen itself, but also the cofactors that drive collagen synthesis, such as vitamin C, glycine, and proline, which we'll dive into shortly. One more critical piece, the role of the nervous system. Chronic joint pain doesn't just affect the knees, it affects the brain's pain circuits as well. The brain starts to anticipate pain with movement, even when the tissue damage is minimal. This phenomenon, known as central sensitization, can prolong or even amplify pain signals. But by addressing the underlying biochemical deficiencies and restoring collagen integrity, you not only repair the joint, you send powerful feedback to the brain that the joint is becoming safe again. In other words, proper collagen support can help recalibrate both your knee and your brain's perception of pain. So the takeaway here is this: cartilage breakdown is a multifactorial process driven by inflammation, oxidative stress, and impaired collagen turnover. Most generic collagen supplements fail because they do not address these underlying mechanisms. But with the right form of collagen, specifically hydrolyzed collagen peptides, combined with targeted nutritional cofactors, we can provide the raw materials your joints are desperately waiting for. We'll dive deep into the science of collagen peptides themselves and why they represent a genuine breakthrough for joint health when used correctly. Now that we've established why cartilage breaks down, let's turn to one of the most powerful tools science has given us for repairing it: collagen peptides. When you hear the word collagen, you might think of powders, pills, or even skincare products. But inside your body, collagen is much more than that. It's the most abundant protein in your system, making up about 30% of your total protein content. More importantly, in joints like your knees, collagen forms the very scaffolding that allows cartilage to absorb force, cushion movement, and prevent bones from grinding against each other. The problem, as we discussed, is that as we age, and especially under the influence of chronic inflammation, our body's natural ability to produce and maintain collagen declines. That's where external supplementation becomes valuable. But not all collagen is created equal. Most standard collagen supplements on the market consist of large collagen molecules that the digestive system struggles to process efficiently. Your body simply cannot absorb these large proteins whole. They must first be broken down into smaller fragments called peptides during digestion. This is where hydrolyzed collagen peptides come in. Through a process called enzymatic hydrolysis, full-length collagen is pre-digested into small, bioactive peptides containing chains of 2 to 20 amino acids. These peptides are much smaller, highly soluble, and crucially able to pass through the intestinal wall and enter the bloodstream intact. Multiple studies, including a 2019 review in Nutrients and a clinical trial published in Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry 2015, have demonstrated that once absorbed, these collagen peptides accumulate in joint cartilage and stimulate fibroblasts, the specialized cells responsible for producing new collagen fibers. In one study, participants taking 10 grams of collagen peptides daily showed significant improvements in joint pain, flexibility, and cartilage thickness within a matter of weeks. But how do these peptides know where to go? The answer lies in your body's innate repair signaling. When tissues like cartilage are under stress or damage, they release signals that draw circulating nutrients, including these peptides, directly to the site of injury. Once there, the peptides act like raw material, and signaling molecules combine, they provide the amino acid building blocks, and they stimulate fibroblasts to accelerate collagen production. In practical terms, this means that regular intake of high-quality hydrolyzed collagen peptides can help rebuild the worn-down matrix of your knee cartilage, leading to real, measurable reductions in pain, stiffness, and inflammation. Now, you might be wondering, how much collagen peptide should I take? Most of the studies demonstrating benefits use doses between 5 to 15 grams per day, with 10 grams being a very common and effective amount. Timing can also play a role. Some research suggests that consuming collagen peptides about 30 to 60 minutes before light exercise, such as walking or gentle strength training, may further enhance collagen synthesis, as movement helps drive these nutrients directly into stressed joint tissues. But, and this is critical, collagen peptides alone aren't the full solution. As powerful as they are, your body also requires certain cofactors to successfully transform these peptides into mature, cross-linked collagen fibers inside your joints. Without these cofactors, you're only supplying the bricks without the mortar. Now, we'll dive into these essential cofactors, vitamin C, glycine, and proline, and I'll show you exactly how they work together with collagen peptides to accelerate your joint healing process. Before we move on, if you're finding this breakdown helpful and want more science-backed tools like this, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. This allows us to continue delivering you practical, evidence-based strategies you can apply immediately to improve your health. Now, let's get into the critical cofactors that take collagen synthesis to the next level. By now, you understand that collagen peptides provide the building blocks your joints desperately need. But as powerful as those peptides are, the real magic happens inside your cells, where those raw materials are assembled into fully functional collagen fibers. This assembly process is extremely complex. It's not simply a matter of absorbing peptides and hoping for the best. Your body relies on a set of critical cofactors to convert those peptides into mature, structurally sound collagen that can actually repair your knee cartilage. 3 of the most essential cofactors are vitamin C, glycine, and proline. Let's begin with vitamin C. You've probably heard that vitamin C is good for your immune system, but its role in collagen synthesis is even more vital. Vitamin C serves as a coenzyme for 2 key enzymes, prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase. These enzymes are responsible for stabilizing and cross-linking collagen fibers, giving them the tensile strength and resilience needed for joint function. Without adequate vitamin C, your body simply cannot produce strong collagen. In extreme cases, vitamin C deficiency leads to scurvy, where the body's connective tissues literally fall apart. While scurvy is rare today, even suboptimal vitamin C levels can impair your collagen synthesis, leading to weaker cartilage, slower repair, and more joint pain. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that individuals with higher vitamin C intake demonstrate significantly better joint health and lower markers of inflammation. This is why any effective collagen support protocol must include sufficient vitamin C, typically 100 to 500 milligrams per day, depending on diet and individual needs. Next, let's talk about glycine. Glycine is one of the most abundant amino acids in collagen, making up nearly 1/3 of its structure. Its small size allows collagen's triple helix structure to form properly, giving cartilage its flexibility and strength. However, modern diets are often surprisingly low in glycine, as we tend to eat more muscle meat, which is high in methionine, and less connective tissue organ meats or bone broths, which are rich in glycine. This imbalance can create what researchers call a functional glycine deficiency, where your collagen synthesis is bottlenecked by insufficient glycine availability. A 2017 paper in Amino Acids emphasized that supplementing glycine may improve collagen production, reduce oxidative stress, and even support metabolic health. For joint repair, doses of 1 to 3 grams of glycine per day, often combined with collagen peptides, have shown promising results. Finally, we come to proline. Proline, and its hydroxylated form, hydroxyproline, is another key amino acid in collagen synthesis. Like glycine, proline allows the triple helix of collagen to fold correctly. It also plays an important role in stabilizing newly formed collagen fibers, ensuring they're strong and durable enough to withstand the compressive forces placed on your knees. Some proline comes directly from your collagen peptide intake, but ensuring sufficient levels through diet can further support this process. Foods rich in proline include egg whites, dairy, cabbage, asparagus, and again, bone broths. When you combine collagen peptides with vitamin C, glycine, and proline, you create a biochemical environment where your body can maximize its natural collagen production. It's like giving your body not just the construction materials, but also the blueprint, the workers, and the tools to rebuild your knees from the inside out. Now you might ask, how do I actually combine these nutrients into something I can use daily? That's exactly where we're heading next. In the following section, I'll give you the complete homemade collagen recipe, including precise ingredients, quantities, and preparation tips that aligns with this science and has helped many people experience significant reductions in knee pain within just 1 week. Up to this point, we focused on providing your body with the raw materials and cofactors it needs to build collagen. But there's another critical factor we must address, one that silently sabotages your body's repair efforts every single day if left unchecked. That factor is inflammation. Inflammation is not inherently bad. In fact, acute inflammation is a vital part of your body's healing process. When you injure your knee or strain a joint, inflammatory cells rush to the site, remove damaged tissue, and initiate repair. The problem arises when inflammation becomes chronic, smoldering beneath the surface for months or even years. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the most damaging forces when it comes to joint health. Research published in Nature Reviews Rheumatology and Arthritis Research and Therapy has shown that persistent elevation of pro-inflammatory cytokines, molecules like interleukin-6, IL-6, tumor necrosis factor alpha, TNF, A, and T-reactive protein, directly accelerate cartilage breakdown. These inflammatory molecules activate enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs. As we discussed earlier, MMPs degrade collagen and erode the structure of cartilage. What's worse, chronic inflammation can suppress fibroblast function, meaning even when you're supplying the body with collagen peptides and cofactors, the repair crews inside your joints may be sluggish or inactive due to an inflamed environment. Have you ever noticed how some days your knees feel stiffer or more painful after eating certain meals? That's not your imagination. Certain dietary choices can fan the flames of inflammation. Highly processed foods, refined carbohydrates, trans fats, excessive omega-6 fatty acids, common in vegetable oils, and added sugars are all known contributors to systemic inflammation. In one study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that individuals consuming higher amounts of these pro-inflammatory foods had significantly higher levels of CRP, a biomarker of systemic inflammation, and reported more frequent joint pain. But the good news is this: just as certain foods can fuel inflammation, others can actively calm it, creating an internal environment far more conducive to joint repair. For example, omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, are potent anti-inflammatory agents. Multiple clinical trials, including one in Annals of the Rheumatic Diseases, have demonstrated that omega-3 supplementation can reduce joint pain and stiffness in individuals with osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Polyphenols found in colorful fruits and vegetables, such as blueberries, cherries, pomegranates, and spinach, possess strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, has also shown promise in reducing knee pain. A meta-analysis in Journal of Medicinal Food 2016 found that curcumin supplementation significantly reduced joint pain and improved function, often rivaling NSAIDs without the side effects. Even simple hydration plays a role. Your cartilage is composed of up to 80% water. Staying well hydrated ensures that your joints remain lubricated and that nutrients are delivered efficiently to the tissues. Here's a simple tool to apply. Start building an anti-inflammatory plate at each meal. Aim to fill half your plate with colorful vegetables and fruits. Include a serving of omega-3 rich fish 2 to 3 times per week. Cook with extra virgin olive oil and add turmeric or ginger regularly. These small, consistent actions help lower the inflammatory burden on your body, allowing your collagen-building protocols to work far more effectively. If this insight is helping you, consider subscribing to the channel. Here, we translate cutting-edge science into simple, actionable steps to help you optimize both body and mind. Now, we'll bring all of these elements together as I walk you step by step through the homemade collagen recipe that's helped many people experience significant knee pain relief, sometimes in as little as 7 days. Now we arrive at the part you've been waiting for, the practical recipe that puts all of this science into action. What I'm about to share is not a magic cure, but it is a protocol that aligns directly with what the research tells us about collagen synthesis, joint repair, and inflammation control. It's simple, deeply effective, and can be easily integrated into your daily routine. Let's begin with the base: hydrolyzed collagen peptides. The foundation of this recipe is a highly bioavailable collagen peptide powder. You'll want to select a product that provides type 1 and type 2 collagen peptides, as these are most relevant to joint and cartilage health. Many reputable brands clearly list hydrolyzed collagen peptides on the label, which ensures the protein has been broken down into easily absorbed fragments. Dosage: 10 grams per day is a clinically effective dose supported by multiple studies, such as those published in Nutrients and Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry. If you're dealing with more advanced joint discomfort, you may consider increasing this to 15 grams under professional guidance. Preparation tip: collagen peptides are virtually tasteless and dissolve easily in liquids. I recommend mixing it into your morning beverage, whether that's coffee, tea, or a smoothie. Next, we add vitamin C, the cofactor that activates collagen assembly. Without adequate vitamin C, your collagen peptides cannot be properly converted into strong, mature collagen fibers. You can either add 250 milligrams of liposomal or buffered vitamin C supplement, which offers better absorption, or half cup of fresh citrus fruits like oranges or grapefruit, blended directly into your morning smoothie. Both options will give your body the vitamin C boost it needs to kickstart collagen synthesis inside your joints. Now let's layer in glycine and proline, the amino acid scaffolding. While collagen peptides already contain some glycine and proline, adding extra can accelerate repair. Glycine. Add 1 to 3 grams of pure glycine powder to your drink. It's sweet and mixes easily. Proline. Most people obtain sufficient proline through their diet, but if desired, 500 milligrams of supplemental L-proline can be added. Optional anti-inflammatory boosters to further support joint healing by lowering chronic inflammation. Consider adding these into your daily routine, 500 to 1,000 Donjan daily. Particularly good for increasing curry air exposure. 500 to 1,000 Donjan daily, curry P and DHA combined. Ginger extract, 500 Donjan daily. Tart cherry juice, 1 ounce daily, known for its natural anti-inflammatory effects. The final recipe may look like this: 10 grams hydrolyzed collagen peptides, 250 milligrams of vitamin C core, half cup fresh citrus, 2 grams glycine powder, 500 G's proline optional. Mix into 8 to 12 ounces of water, tea, or smoothie. Add optional anti-inflammatory supplements if desired. Timing tip: studies suggest consuming collagen peptides approximately 30 to 60 minutes before light exercise like walking, cycling, or yoga may enhance the delivery of peptides into joint tissues by stimulating circulation and mechanical stress. Now, why does this work so quickly for some people, often within 7 days? 2 reasons. First, when you provide the body with exactly what it needs, the repair process can begin immediately, even if it's been stalled for months or years. Second, many people experience rapid reduction in inflammation simply by introducing the anti-inflammatory components of this protocol. As inflammation lowers, pain decreases, sometimes dramatically. But remember, consistency is key. Collagen synthesis is a slow, steady process. While some feel relief in a week, the full benefits often build over 3 to 6 months of daily practice. Now, we'll explore one often overlooked yet powerful factor that can amplify or undermine all of these efforts: movement and neuromuscular stimulation, and how simple daily habits can reactivate your brain's pain relief circuits and help your knees function better than they have in years. We often think of knee pain as a purely mechanical problem: cartilage wear, joint degeneration, inflammation. And while those factors absolutely matter, neuroscience has revealed something even more profound. Your brain plays a major role in how you perceive pain and in how your joints recover. Now, this brings us into the domain of neuroplasticity, your brain's remarkable ability to rewire itself based on experience, activity, and input. Chronic pain, including knee pain, is not simply a reflection of tissue damage. In many cases, the brain's pain circuits become sensitized over time. Even when the physical damage is minimal, the brain continues to amplify pain signals as if the injury were still acute. Studies from the Journal of Neuroscience and Pain have shown that persistent pain alters the function of brain regions like the somatosensory cortex, anterior cingulate cortex, and amygdala, areas responsible for processing pain signals, emotional distress, and threat perception. In simple terms, the brain learns pain patterns, making the sensation feel worse and more persistent than the actual physical condition warrants. But here's the empowering part. Just as the brain can learn pain, it can also unlearn it. And one of the most effective ways to retrain these neural circuits is through gentle, consistent movement. When you engage in controlled, pain-free, or low-pain movement, you send signals to your brain that the joint is safe, stable, and functional. Over time, this helps desensitize hyperactive pain circuits. Think of it like calming a car alarm that's been stuck on high sensitivity. Movement tells the nervous system there's no threat here. A research from Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy supports this idea. In one study, patients with knee osteoarthritis who engaged in regular low-impact exercise experienced not only improvements in joint function, but also reductions in pain sensitivity, even when joint imaging showed little structural improvement. This suggests that part of the healing was neurological. Here's a simple framework you can apply today, which many physical therapists call graded movement exposure. Start small and pain-free. Begin with very gentle range of motion exercises, simple seated knee extensions, slow leg swings, or light stationary cycling for 5 to 10 minutes daily. The goal is not intensity, but consistency and safety. Incorporate weight-bearing activities, gradually add short walks, gentle stair climbing, or water-based exercises like swimming or water aerobics. These activities gently load the joint without excessive impact, stimulating both cartilage health and neuroplastic rewiring, strengthening our muscles, strengthening your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves helps offload stress from the knee joint itself. Isometric exercises, where you contract muscles without moving the joint, are especially joint-friendly in the early stages. Pair movement with breathing. Studies show that combining mindful breathing with movement can further reduce pain perception by calming the sympathetic nervous system. As you walk or cycle, practice slow nasal breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds. Maintain consistency. Aim for daily, even if some days are lighter than others. The nervous system responds best to regular, predictable input. This daily movement practice serves a dual purpose. Physically, it stimulates nutrient delivery to the joint, encourages synovial fluid production, and maintains muscle strength. Neurologically, it rewires your brain's pain circuits, helping you reclaim control over your symptoms. Many people who combine targeted nutrition, as we've outlined in this protocol, with gentle neuroplastic movement find that their knee function improves dramatically, sometimes faster than expected, because they're addressing both the hardware, cartilage, and the software, brain. Now, we'll pull all of these threads together, the science, the practical tools, and the empowering perspective, so you can take decisive action and begin transforming your knee health starting today. You've now seen the full picture of how this homemade collagen protocol works, not as a quick fix, but as a science-based system that supports your body's innate ability to repair, rebuild, and ultimately reduce pain. And what's most encouraging is that every step in this process is under your control. We began by understanding that knee pain isn't simply about aging or wear and tear. It's a dynamic process involving collagen degradation, inflammation, and even how your brain processes pain signals. Many people assume that once cartilage is lost, nothing can be done, but the emerging science challenges that narrative. Collagen peptides deliver the building blocks your cartilage needs. Vitamin C, glycine, and proline serve as the cofactors that allow your cells to assemble those blocks into new collagen fibers. By controlling inflammation through diet, supplementation, and anti-inflammatory foods, you create a biological environment where healing can take place. And finally, by incorporating gentle, consistent movement, you not only nourish the joint physically, but also reprogram your brain's pain processing circuits through neuroplasticity. This is the combination that has helped many people experience significant relief, in some cases within as little as 7 days, and even greater improvements over the following weeks and months. Here's what I'd like you to take away. Healing isn't about doing one perfect thing. It's about creating a daily ecosystem that supports your body's repair mechanisms. Each time you mix your collagen drink with vitamin C, glycine, and proline, you're feeding your cartilage. Each anti-inflammatory meal helps quiet the molecular fires that damage your joints. Each pain-free walk or gentle exercise session sends calming signals to your nervous system, training it to release its grip on chronic pain. And all of this builds momentum over time. Now, my simple challenge to you is this. Pick one tool we've discussed today and start applying it tomorrow morning. Maybe it's the homemade collagen drink. Maybe it's swapping out inflammatory foods for nutrient-dense anti-inflammatory choices. Or maybe it's a short walk with mindful breathing to begin retraining your brain's pain pathways. The important thing is to begin. Science shows that when you consistently apply even small interventions, the cumulative benefits can be profound. If you found this valuable, I invite you to like the video, leave a comment sharing your experience, and subscribe to the channel. This community exists to help you take complex neuroscience and turn it into simple, actionable steps that elevate your physical and mental well-being. Together, we're building not just stronger joints, but stronger lives.